Introduction to AWS Amplify REST API. AWS Amplify is a development platform that helps you build scalable mobile and web applications. And the REST API is a key component of it. In this tutorial, we will walk you through a step-by-step guide to AWS Amplify REST API. Step 1: Setting up AWS Amplify. To get started, you need to install the AWS Amplify CLI by running a command in your terminal. Once installed, you can configure your project by running the Amplify init command. This will set up your project and create the necessary files. Step 2: Creating a REST API. To create a REST API, you need to run the Amplify API add command. This will prompt you to choose the type of API you want to create, such as REST or GraphQL. Choose REST and follow the prompts to set up your API. Step 3: Defining API endpoints. Once your API is created, you can define your API endpoints by creating a schema, GraphQL file. In this file, you can define your API endpoints, including the HTTP method, path, and response type. Step 4: Implementing API logic. To implement the logic for your API endpoints, you need to create a Lambda function. The Lambda function will handle the business logic for your API endpoint. You can write your Lambda function in a language of your choice, such as Node, JS, or Python. Step 5: Deploying your API. To deploy your API, you need to run the Amplify push command. This will deploy your API to AWS and make it available for use. You can then test your API using a tool like Postman or curl. Best practices. When building a REST API with AWS Amplify, it is essential to follow best practices, such as using API keys or IAM roles to secure your API, implementing input validation and error handling, and monitoring your API performance using AWS CloudWatch. Conclusion. In this tutorial, we walked you through a step-by-step guide to AWS Amplify REST API. By following these steps, you can create a scalable and secure REST API using AWS Amplify. Remember to follow best practices to ensure your API is well designed and performs well. With AWS Amplify, you can focus on building your application without worrying about the underlying infrastructure.